Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing really well and aspiring to do ACCA. And you guys are having a lot of questions. I had just solved that questions, answered those questions in the previous session, but still, there are many questions which are unanswered. In fact, there are many questions which are coming from you students. So I'll make sure that I'll answer it in this session. And if you're having any questions, put it down in the chat section. And sometimes, if suppose you like, you can also put your video off. No need to join in through your video, and make sure you put yourself on mute. And if suppose you have a really concerning question, then you can just put it down in the chat section that you want your audio unmuted. Then we can talk about it. All right. So starting up with the first question, I've got it. I'm finding difficulty to study when it going. One second. Sharif gives me this message. I'm preparing for business and technology. I'm finding difficult to study when after going through each chapter, I'm attempting to do Kaplan MCQ paper kit. Out of 20 questions, my correct questions are around 4 to 5. So now I'm afraid. Well, that means that you're not having clarity over the concepts. Clarity over concepts is very, very important. And why you're not having clarity over concepts? Because you would have not been taught in that way, or maybe you would have overlooked on many topics, or the problem would be relating to what is there in the real life is very important. If you relate it with real life examples, then you'll remember it. Now when you remember it, then you go ahead and answer those questions. You'll be able to do that. So come from the start. It's not too late right now, Sharif. All right, so next question, Ashutosh is asking how to get Bsc and M.Sc along with ACCA. Well, there's a process, Ashutosh, for that. Once you get your 9 papers completed in ACCA, you have the option to apply for Bsc in Applied Accountancy from Oxford Brookes University. Now, for that, you need to submit a thesis. You need to select a topic. You need to make a report out of it. You need to be under a mentor. He'll guide you how to do that and then submit your report. And once you submit that report, then if it is getting accepted and approved, then you get Bsc in Applied Accountancy from Oxford Brookes University. Same goes with the process once you are completing your ACCA for your masters in professional accountancy from University of London. I have an education gap. Sharif says I have an education gap of 10 years. Is that the reason that I am not able to grasp studies quickly? Yes, it may be a reason. And if that is the reason, we are there to help you out with that. All right. So there is lots and lots of guidance provided in our classroom lectures so that you fill in that gap, because I have a student who came in like 17 years gap in education. Now when he's having 17 years of gap in his education, so I hope you can understand and relate to. So does ACC alone work to get into a job, or do we need to do something else? If what else required? Very good question, Tina. See what happens over here. I have answered this in the past. If suppose, see, it's your knowledge which you are getting right now is your knowledge. Let me just explain that to you in a more possible way. Let me just share a screen with you people and show that to you people. See, this is actually a success triangle. A success triangle is like, it has 3 sides. If you want to get progressed in your career, it has 3 sides. Number one is your knowledge. All right. Number one is your knowledge. Number two is your skills. And number three is your attitude towards your work. The problem is, since inception, since start in India specifically, you are focused more on your knowledge. You're focused more, your knowledge is being pumped in. But if a knowledge is not having the right skills to use it, then this knowledge is of no use. Knowledge is of no use if you don't have the right skills for it. Suppose you have the right skills also for it, maybe you may not have the right attitude for it. And that's the reason many people fail in their career. Now, for that, what I would suggest you now, ACC for that, let me just get back towards the screen. For ACCA, what you need to do. See, getting knowledge of ACCA, that will come under your knowledge pattern. Now comes up, like, what are the skills which are required? A lot of people have asked me this question: what are the skills actually required? Well, the skills, I would say that first of all, it can go directly towards your soft skills, your interpersonal skills, your communication skills, how you handle people, how do you manage clients. Number one. Then next comes in towards the technical skills. Technical skills, you can say that data science. All right, data sciences. Now, when we talk about data sciences, it is like a very broad term. You don't need to actually get into the depth of data science. You only need to do those things which are actually useful for you to take a decision in business. Now, what are those? Like, you're scrutinizing the data, you're making all data which is relevant to you, and based on that data you are making a decision. So those are the skills which you need to add. Now, coming up towards more technical skills, which is an ERP. Many people say that you can go ahead with SAP, Oracle. Now, SAP, Oracle, this is one, like, kind of market leaders which go ahead. But right now, there's one more software which is becoming more and more user friendly with people, and that's Microsoft D365, and that's more marketable right now, more viable right now. I would suggest every ACCA finance student who is doing that must do it, because there's huge opportunity right now in the market. And then talking about your when talking about your attitude, your attitude should be always, come what may, you need to take it with a smiling face. You need to make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever work you're doing, it's a learning for you, and that's always a learning curve ahead. So I hope I'm summarizing that, for your knowledge, ACCA will be enough. The subjects which you do in ACCA, that's your knowledge. For your skills, you need to make sure that you have that right soft skills, right interpersonal skills. And then coming up towards data sciences, you do not need to go in depth of data sciences, only into those data science or data analytics which is useful for finance people. That's more important. And then when coming up towards ERPs, you can go with SAP, Oracle, or right now, which I'm suggesting to many people, it's Microsoft D365. That's the best right now. D365 finance and operations module. Very good. If suppose you want to, you guys can reach out to me later after the session. All right. So I hope that answers your question. Now let me just go back. I missed out few questions. Okay. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me just. Oh, I have missed out so many questions now. That was the answer for Tina, and now next is for Saurav Sharma's question. Sir, can you provide full process of ACCA step by step, like all the process from registration to completion of ACCA? Well, that will take another complete Zoom call itself, but let me just summarize it in a way. Suppose you complete your 12th. Once after you're completing your 12th, you get registered with ACCA. How do you get registered with ACCA? You need to submit your documents to us. We can help you out with your registration, and the documents are your 12th certificate, your 10th certificate, and your identity proof. You'll get yourself registered, and then goes 13 papers examinations. While doing your examinations, you can also get into a job and internship which will count for your PER. And around 2.5 years or 3 years down the line, you'll be done with your examinations, and you can get started with your particular job. In fact, you would be already be doing your job, because ACCA qualification is in a structure that you need to work and study along. All right. So I hope that answers your query. But sort of, I would say you that, this is just a brief answer. There needs to be a detailed answer to it, and you will get that. My parents are not permitting to study because of financial problem. What should I do? See, I have answered this previously also in one of my video on YouTube. See, when you are actually eligible and you are like, you seem like, you are very good in your studies and you can do good ahead, then there are many organizations or NGOs or people, professionals out there who help out students like these. You just need to get in touch with those people, because when I was studying, I had few friends of mine who were doing their studies like that. And that's highly preferable, because it is only given to those, and those people only get who are eligible to get that, and not eligible in legality of criteria, eligible in morality of that criteria. I hope you guys get that. Vivo, can I unmute myself, ask a question? Yes, you can unmute, but not right now. Just after 5-10 minutes, I'll tell you when you can unmute and talk, because I'm having few questions right now, and once I answer it, then I'll get back to you. Does ACCA provide a good opportunity to go to UK? Also, what are the possible career opportunities abroad? See, once you're done with ACCA, what happens is you can get opportunities in the UK. What you need to do, just go ahead, Google ACCA opportunities in UK, right? If you want to go ahead, UK opportunities, you can get in there that what are the jobs available. Now, what jobs are available in here, what you can see, more of accounting, financial management, and tax consultant jobs. These are the job profiles which are available abroad, which you can get. But you would get those jobs only when I just said earlier in the video that triangle. You need to have the right skills, the right knowledge, and the right attitude to go ahead with it. All right. Step by step means we gave paper one in one time, paper four papers in quarters, one. Yeah, see, sort of what we can do is, like, once you get registered, you give four papers. You can give it anytime, because anytime you can give those papers, and then you move forward towards the next papers. Now the next papers you can give it in March, June, September, December. Now normally students can give, I would always suggest a student to give one paper at a time, but if suppose they are highly confident, you can even go with two papers at a time. That depends on your that depends on your capability to study and go ahead. And that's the reason that this is a very, very flexible qualification. For our thesis, will I get someone to help? Yes, Paul, you will get someone to help for your thesis. Which major countries you would get? See, signing authority is one thing which is highly overrated in here. See, in the UK countries, European countries, even in the Middle Eastern countries, you will get signing authority for ACCA. My parents are not, because fine. Okay, this is again the same question. I've answered it. After completing ACCA, suppose, and CA and ACCA going for it, who is, so is there any disadvantage? Okay, see, I'll put down one more point in it. Which company they are? This is the question. Okay, you would have not seen the question. After completing ACCA, suppose a CA and an ACCA is going for an interview, who is having an advantage, who is having a disadvantage? It depends on which company you are applying for. Suppose you are applying for a company which is having clients which are Indian, then CA will have advantage. And suppose they are applying to an organization which are having international clients, then ACCA will be at an advantage. All right. I hope you get that, Gaurav. I understand things and correlate with actual corporate world I'm into. I'm getting confused, forgot things. So many points to remember. For example, under chapter 2, business or culture, the main topic, subtopic. How to remember all these all together when I see whole paper as a whole. See, you don't need to remember point by point or those people by people. Either you need to remember what are the concepts which they have given, what are their teachings about it. You need to remember that. Now when you say business and technology, you have culture defined by Sheen, you have culture defined by Handy, you have culture defined by Hofstede. Now Sheen says that about artifacts, now Handy says about four power, so four cultural dimensions, four traits he talks about, and then Handy has four comparative analysis. If suppose you're not able to understand with the Kaplan material, I would suggest you to read the BPP material also, so that you get more clarity and more clarified examples for it. Moving forward, Ashutosh, is it easy to go to UK after completing all 13 papers? See, it's not easy, not difficult. You can go to the UK. I have many students who are going there also. There are there's possibility you can. Which role I can apply after completing three ACC and 3 years of experience? What are the compensation we can negotiate? See, this is just talking about compensation and salary. And this is one question which I would always say that if you rely on this particular question, your career will be very short spanned. At this point, you need to make sure that you have a proper interest in which you need to invest your time in. You need to have proper interest in which you need to invest your time in. Like suppose I am very much clear that I can be into training industry for my lifetime. I have that clarity and I'll put in everything for this. The same way, if I come in, like which industry is going to pay me more? Like suppose there's one ERP organization which is going to pay me huge, but if I go there and I invest my time in there, I'll be facing a lot of problems in my life, because my life goal is not just to make more money. It's just like, live a happy life and have love whatever you do, or do whatever you love. All right. And market, talking about the market demand, you can get somewhere around 7 to 8 lakhs per annum in India itself. This question is from, there's no name. Okay, I've missed out that question now. Does ACCA assure a job abroad? Well, no qualification assures a job abroad, but let me tell you, Roshan, you will get a job for ACCA. 100% you'll get a job. Again, coaching classes in Mumbai, really not. I don't know which classes are best in Mumbai, because I've not been there. But I've been teaching in Dubai and in Hyderabad, and I have that amount of experience. I've taught many students from Mumbai. I would always suggest you to join into my classes online, and even if you want to come down to Hyderabad, no problem. You guys can come down. But my online classes are more efficient than anyone. I can guarantee you, myself, I can guarantee. All right. Or professional papers can be given remotely or in centers. Right now it is remotely. For March attempt, we are not sure about it. There's no announcement from ACCA yet. Most probably it will be center examinations for that entity. Okay, how come questions are repeated? When you are doing ACCA with bachelor's degree, when you are doing ACCA with bachelor's degree, then you can work only after completing it, right? Like after 3 years. There's no way. There's no way. See, I started my career at the age of 19 while I was already doing my Bcom. I was in my graduation itself. I started working. Don't make this rules. Don't have this conceptions in your mind that you can work only once you're done with your graduations, or you can do once only you're completed with your education. No way. You must not do like that. Remove that misconception from your mind. You need to start working. Even if right now you get a job, start working, because the sooner you hit the market, the sooner you'll start getting experience about the market. All right. Which combination of skills level paper will we give, like as your experience based on difficulty level of compatibility? uh, Compatibility, which two papers can be given together? Well, if you're starting straight for your skills level, I would say go with financial management and financial reporting. Then go with your performance management, taxation, then audit and assurance. This would be the pattern. And in the meanwhile, anytime you can give your corporate and business law. Now Dhruva asks here, coaching classes in Mumbai, telling you again, join into my classes. I'm not sure of any other coaching classes. I cannot guarantee about anyone. Where can we get skills like ERP? As you said, see, ERP, yup. Microsoft Dynamics is one ERP which I'm really fond of, because I'm seeing the opportunity in the market like huge. And for that, I'm going to take a class for it. I'm not going to teach. I'm actually going to learn, because there's an opportunity open over there. So if you guys also want to learn, I can share those details soon. But later, not. Arey, how come again? Andhra Pradesh, come down to Telangana, Hyderabad. Sir, will ACCA be taught as a normal subject has been taught? No way, ACCA is not taught like that at all. ACCA classes are completely different and highly interactive with the students. From where you would prefer to purchase the study material if I want myself in the starting? You purchase it directly from BPP or Kaplan directly, so that you get all the materials and the mock examinations from them. And if you want to get in touch with them directly with BPP and to get discounts, sort of, you can reach out to me. What is your fee structure for ACCA? Fee structure for ACCA is completely basic. For the knowledge level, per paper is 10,000. Skills level per paper is 15,000, and professional level per paper is 20,000. Now these all fees are in rupees. And if suppose you take combination of papers, you may get some discount in it. For project work in MSc degree, it is submitted online. Yes, it is submitted online. So Bcom plus ACCA plus job, all three together. Yes, you can do it. Whose question is this? Yes, Roshan, you can do it. I've done that. That's why I'm telling you that you can do it. Okay, don't overrate anything. You can do everything at a time. This is the time where you can do as many things as possible. एक कहावत है ना कि you must not, you cannot travel in two ships together, or you cannot put all your efforts अलग अलग जगहों पे आप ऐसा नहीं डाल सकते ना. That is for married people. For after marriage you cannot be in two ships. Not for you. You are in your teenage, you are in your 20s. You need to do as many things as possible. If I start sharing that what all I did, you can have another session for it. Sir, can you do intro with any one of your students as an example who had done ACC after 12th, who is doing job right now? Because I've seen students doing ACC after doing some professional course like CA or CMA. I have those students. They are actually there also in the group. In is the commission that should be done some professional course? No, 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 not at all like that. Whose question is this? Gaurav, not at all like that. There are many students of mine. Actually, there are students of mine in the group itself who are doing it. You guys can get in touch with them, or else you can get in touch with Akanksha. I'll just put down her number. She's also the admin of the group. You can get in touch with her directly, and she can get in touch with you with anyone you want from in the academy. So can you send some good classes in Delhi? Again, Gaurav, I'm telling you, I'm not sure any other place which are good classes for ECCA, because I can see a clumsy and a chaos situation in India. I don't want this ACCA qualification just to become next like an engineering or a CA qualification, which says that there's huge demand. Start joining, start joining, start joining, and at the end you have a lost quality of professionals, and I don't want that to happen. So that's what I'm focusing on. If you are interested to make your career in auditing, taxation, and in an MNC, then join ACCA. Otherwise, there are many other careers ahead. Make sure that you have that clarity before you join. Don't just join just like this, your brother is doing, or your friend is doing, or your uncle suggested, your mother suggested. Don't go on that. If you are having interest, then only do it. Otherwise, no need for doing it. Oh my god, we are at the end of the session now. Still in 10th standard, learn more of still in 10th standard, you can get started right away. Why do you want to shift your timings in the here and there? Study more of accounting, management accounting in your 11th 12th if you're from CBSC syllabus. So BMS plus ACC is good option. You do any graduation, not a problem. ACCA will be more valued in there. How much would it cost, sir, for registering from ACA from you with graduation level exemptions? See, for graduation level exemption, first, whatever your registration cost is the same as which is there online, and then would be your exemption fee. That exemption fee will be 6,000 rupees only for 4 papers, and then would be your tuition fee. And tuition fee I've clearly mentioned to you all. So, which job have you done during BCom? Well, I was an accountant at one place, and I was also a part-time tutor at one at a CA college, I mean CA institute. And then later on, I went on towards to be a management accountant in Dubai for a transport organization. And then I did lots and lots of management work in that place. How would you suggest a student to allocate his time when he's doing his bachelor's and 2 papers of ACCA simultaneously? Well, give your 80% time to ACCA papers and 20% time to bachelor's of commerce, because your 80% time which you invest in here will also be, relevant towards your bachelor's also. So that's the case. How much would it cost for registering ACCA? Okay, this is done. Could you please repeat the skill level combination order you just advised? Skill level combination. Okay, as I said, your skills. You need to first. I said about this. You can rewind it if you're watching this recording. It's the success triangle. You need to have the right knowledge, right skills, and the right attitude. So when you have the right knowledge, try focusing on skills. Don't, like, suppose you do a qualification, again you do another qualification, don't do that. You do a qualification, then do a skill based qualification like an ERP, or try enhancing your soft skills, try enhancing your data science skills, try doing that. And with your attitude, make sure that whatever comes your way, you go ahead with that. Sir, so the project work can be done profession, some professional and submitted in our name, never Roshan, come out of that world. It cannot be done. You are only going to do that. You will be that knowledgeable, don't worry. Sir, what job we can get after doing ACCA? You have many jobs available in the field of financial analyst, tax consultant. You can get into an audit. Also, you can be part of an audit. And moreover, I am seeing functional consultant roles which are being paid more because they are having the ERP knowledge. In taxation, what all concepts are included? Well, in this taxation, it is UK taxation, and there are many concepts. And in fact, I don't teach taxation basically, but still I can say that it is UK taxation, and complete UK taxation in taught in this taxation. A bit easy one, not that complicated like the Indian taxation. Sir, can I call you after this event? You can get in touch with Akanksha, Paul. Get in touch with Akanksha and then schedule a meeting. I'll be there. When you do ACCA through a coaching like yours, do we pay everything to you and then you make all the payments from your side? uh, that is possible. If you want to do that way, it is possible. Otherwise, what we suggest is that you do the payments directly to ACCA, and whatever you pay to us is your coaching fee only. So then what happens is you have the clarity on what is paid for us and what is paid for the institute, what is paid for the ACCA directly. And you also be in, good communications. You have proper understandings. You get the emails from ACCA directly actually. All right. Actually, we are done. We have to be done with this meeting, but the questions are not ending. So, how to know what we have interest or not in ACCA? To get to know about your ACCA, if you're having interest or not, it depends on whether you like business mergers, business consultancies. Like, suppose, have you watched the Scam 1992? Did you like it? Not in the acting part, in the concepts part. Yes. Then, point number one. Then, which series on Netflix do you watch? Do you watch, the Big Boy Billionaires? Have you watched The Founder, Steve Jobs? These are the things which push you towards management side and the financial accounting side. Have you watched this one? Very interesting one for you people. It is Dirty Money at which is available at Netflix. Very interesting. Do you get interest in watching that? If yes, then ACCA is for you. All right. What is the benefit? You need to download our application, which is NGS Professional Academy. I'll be sending a link. In fact, I said it in the previous session. Also, I did not send it. I'll be sending it right away after this session. Make sure that you download our application. So, what is the benefits of membership of ACCA? What is ERP? ERP is enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning. I forgot it for a moment. ERP. So that manages complete organization. Big organizations have an ERP installed, and if suppose you are having that knowledge of ERP, you are valued a lot. What jobs can we get after clearing 9 papers? It depends on which level of skill and knowledge are you in. Skill and knowledge in the sense is like, how good you are and how good you can deliver your skills and knowledge to that organization, and then you will be getting a job. Rohan. Sir, I have most interest in accounting, so is it good for me to do ACCA? Yes, Gaurav, it is good for you. Tell about the teacher you have in ACCA. See, I am one of the leading trainer in ACCA. Then we have Faizan sir who teaches ACCA. In fact, let me just share with you how Faizan sir has experience. He is a person who was auditing GMR. He audited Google, and in the audit of Google, he actually traveled to California also, and he also went on that site audit. Meanwhile, he has that amount of experience. Now I don't have that much time to explain more about his experiences. Why, when you get into the classes, you will also be learning from him directly. All right, so, like, what job can we get? Sir, I like numbers and manage people. ACCA is for you then, Paul. So can you please repeat the names of the shows you told? uh Dirty Money, Bad Boy Billionaires, and just watch Founder. Founder is actually a movie only, and Founder is actually one movie. You need to watch that. What do we know do on ERP? Best time to start is after 12th. Or after 12th it would be the better time, or starting at the earliest would be the better time. Can you make a video on how to manage Bcom and ACCA together? Yes, okay, I'll do that for you. And I'm interested in taxation, preferably GST. If you're preferably in GST, then CA would be better, Chaitali, for you. If you are interested in that, you can do it as a GST practitioner. Founder, the McDonald's one, yes, that one. All right. So I hope I have come up to the end of this session. The questions have ended, and I hope that I've answered all your questions. ACCA can do internal audit. Sir, was already an applicant, but can't understand from where I'll take them. Go towards the store section. Sort of go towards the store section. Watch out management accounting out there. In that management accounting, you can watch 1 or 2 minutes as a preview of every video. All right. I hope this was a great session for you all. I'll be sending you the link on how to download the application. In fact, even this meeting which we have, I'll be uploading it on YouTube. So make sure that you share this video. And I hope that this meeting or this being in this group, you guys are having lots of value from this. So make sure that you share our group and also our video on YouTube. Then please tell us a little in depth of what jobs would look like. What jobs would look like. Let me just explain you all that. See, when once you get started with ACCA learning, the WhatsApp group is this. Okay. When you start learning ACCA, you start doing ACCA. Like suppose the first topic, which is business and technology, you can get lots and lots of business knowledge from it, business acumen in that. Now, once you get into a job, you can be related towards it. Like suppose Belbin's team role theory. You know that who is actually a team role player. How do you manage teams? You learn from that. Now, once you get into a job, suppose you get into as a financial analyst, you won't be given bigger task at front itself. You would be tested more with your knowledge, your skills will be brushed up, and then you would be given more responsibilities at work. And you're not going to be paid huge at start. You'll be paid some at start, and then later on, once your skills is brushed up, you'll be getting more. Okay, after doing ACCA, do you get jobs with more paperwork or applications, traveling, and meetings based? The second point, applications, traveling, meetings based, those would be your jobs. Moreover, don't have huge expectations at start. Go ahead, what comes first, go ahead with that. Don't have some, preconceptions that I'll do this only, I'll do that only. All right. So I hope this meeting has been very helpful for you. What you guys can do, put it down like thank you, bye bye, or a thumbs up in the chat section. And then I'll be ending up this video. Bye bye, bye bye. Put down that bye. Meet you soon. If you want to get into, a personal one-to-one talk, or you can say that, or if you want me to talk to your parents, you can book your call with Akanksha. The number is given on the screen. 6281474982. I hope that this is the right number. Yeah. So put it down in the chats section. Bye bye. Thank you. I'll be trying to make Rohan a video on that also. See you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. And if suppose you're watching this recorded session on YouTube, make sure that you share or like, subscribe to my channel. All right. Thank you very much.